Hello, all YouTubers. Hello, subscribers. Kisses to all of you. I hope that you're having a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday. It is the day after Christmas. Yes, it is. And I did redo my hair. I'm trying to get used to it. So, like my sisters, quit playing with your hair. I'm going to be playing with it a little bit because it's taking me a little bit to get used to. Thank you so much for your prayers, your well wishes. I still have some crud, but you know what? The crud ain't gonna keep a girl down, okay? What else I want to talk about? TD Jakes. I love TD Jakes. My Christianity and my walk with God was because of TD Jakes. His church is about 15-20 minutes from me. And I would go a lot. I was on the usher board at the Potter's house. And so I really got to be a part of his ministry. And I hope the rumors aren't true. I just hope Bishop stops talking about it because it's making him a little guilty. But I like this piece of it. We all have sinned and fallen short. I feel like I do it daily. So, but the biggest thing, it's a big thing that, I get if you cheat, but, he's in some menage a trois kind of stuff, if you know what I mean. That's for my U.S. base. Now, let me know what you think. I know I got some TD Jakes lovers. I was hoping that TD Jakes was going to be one of the people that actually spoke at Meghan's wedding. But, how that was. She had some other black preacher do it. Woo! But they racist. Meghan and her comeback. She keeps coming back, but she never was there. Okay? I'm a little rusty, guys, so hang in there with me. We're going to work this. Well, I'm going to try to do a 30-minute video. We're going to do a quick deep dive, and I will be back. And I hope I be back before the new year. Of course I will, because I miss you guys so much. Be right back. Just a second. Oh. Every now and then, I may have to jump off because I have a little cough I got to get rid of. And I don't want to subject you guys to that, okay? I missed you guys so much. You have no idea how much I missed you guys. OMG. Oh, you guys. Caroline, French, Shiny, Vicky, all of you wonderful, wonderful, Raquel, Amy. If I don't say your name, don't even think about me not giving you your props, because I love each and every one of you, especially all of you, my new ones, all of you guys. You make my channel, and I have so many new subscribers, and I owe it all to you guys. Okay, so let's get started. I did talk about TD Jakes. I love him. I wish him the best, and so on and so on. P. Diddy is what it is. Meghan's running around. You can't tell me she's not jealous. It's eating her up inside, knowing that the royals continue to outshine her at every given moment. And it hurts her to her core. And that's why she comes out with these silly commercials with her being in every frame. I just don't, like someone said, it's weird. It's like, it's weird. It's weird. If you saw my last video, we went over it with the George the Giant Slayer. I really wish I had been a little bit more well to really deep dive him. You know what I'm saying? Because he said some really wonderful stuff. But you know what? We're going to move on with our GB News. Okay, here we go.
2024 to be a year of redemption. There is more chance of hell freezing over. Now, Harry and Meghan want 2024 to be a year of redemption. There is more chance of hell freezing over. What exactly are they looking for redemption for? Is it ruining the final days of two of this nation's greatest ever people, our late Queen and Prince Philip? Is it the fake race war that they're trying to start within the royal family? Is it doing precious little?
The fake race war. Meghan deliberately did that to try to sabotage the royals' Christmas, their holiday, their fame and everything. Why would she plot around with the Endgame creators, Scooby-Doo, and throw out names from her family and think that people would be okay with it? And just like King Charles said in his speech, I've listened to some of his other speeches, and this one was okay. And I'm not saying anything negative about it, but I just thought the other speeches were just so much more impactful. But he did say this in this speech. He said, "Do unto others as you would do to yourself." Meghan has been out of that category. She never looks at herself and think, oh, what if I was in that situation? What if I was in Catherine's situation? In other words, if Catherine came out and said that Meghan was racist, which she is, because she plays both fences to me. You can't, just like the book, The Lieutenant. She turned down the lieutenant because he was black. And I'm a little disappointed that we're not talking more about that. The point where the Queen actually, hi! Okay, so that's a little bit, yes. She's playing doctor. Wouldn't it be great if she was a doctor one day? Oh, Mommy probably won't be here to see it, but who knows? I'll be here till I'm 100. Okay, let's continue. Meghan's a fraud. She's a loser and she's a fraud, and she's trying to change the narrative that she's none of these things. And unfortunately, the verdict is out. And so I do have to say this. Her little acting debut wasn't hideous. And it was just her being a D-lister. And she's resulted back to being a D-lister. So let's move on. I mean, like, what else can we talk about? However, did you see her in them jeans? Meghan shouldn't wear them jeans, okay? Some certain clothes she just shouldn't wear. Her body is straight up and down. And it's okay if your body that's how you were made. But certain clothes just don't look right on you. And it looked like a box. And she has no ass, no hips. And it's just like this big square SpongeBob SquarePants. Woo! That's the title. Meghan and she looks like SpongeBob the SquarePants. Take a look at the video if you haven't seen it with that. And hello to my beautiful Sam. Wow. She is such a wonderful person. She's the one that sent all those wonderful gifts for Christmas. And I have a gift for her. I haven't sent it yet. And I hope she loves it, though. So it is what it is. If you guys send me something, unfortunately, I'm sending it back. I'm going to send you something because it's just my way of saying thank you and how I appreciate you taking the time out to send me something. So you're going to receive something. So
for charity, despite taking loads in donations from their mates and constantly banging on about how worthy they are. Is it boring the arse off everyone with their Netflix tripe? Is it increasing the terror threat by revealing how many Taliban fighters Harry had killed? Is it not coming out and condemning?
Meghan is trying to stay relevant. She has to stay relevant. And so she's never going to go away. She's not going anywhere. And for some odd reason, she's quiet for right now. We'll see her in a minute. because no one's talking about her as much. And she hates that. She wants to be talked about. And when she's not talked about, she's going to pop up with a SpongeBob looking self. She looks like SpongeBob. I don't know what that noise is in the back. I have to assume that one of my neighbors is doing something. And we're not that close. So whatever they got going on, it's loud. Excuse me. Okay, here we go.
With Scobie's hit piece. Is it casting a shadow over the king's coronation?
Did you hear about Obi Scobie moving to LA, but they ain't got no affiliations with Meghan and Harry? He don't know Meghan and Harry. He ain't got their phone numbers. He don't know nothing about them. He knows nothing about the gruesome twosome. But he's moving to LA. And he's going to start doing some new stuff. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck to you in Hollywood, Obi Scobie, with your new books, your new whatever, your new endeavors. Because I heard you only really sold 10,000 copies of your book. That ain't no money. And it was boring. And the only the only bad news that was in there, the only discrepancy, the only distasteful was you and Meghan getting together and thinking that naming Catherine and Prince Charles as racist. And everybody knew it was a lie. But what gets me is how she scurries around about like, oh, business as usual with that mushroom coffee, tea, whatever thing she got going on over there. She gonna have to sell a lot of coffee beans to be able to be popular. And let me tell you something. Here's the deal. Her acting career was never a career. She was a D-lister on this show called Suits, and all of a sudden it's doing something and people think that it's gonna pop off. Her doing what? Why would I sit for 15 minutes watching her at a film at a movie theater? Why would I pay to see her do anything? She's going to fail like she failed in 2023. And if she had all of this going on, don't you think she would have told us by now? Because Meghan can't keep a secret. If she had all Dior and, remember when she tried to blame the royal family for taking Dior from her, as if Dior could, as if they could, as if Dior didn't have a bigger brand for all royals. No, Meghan, you're just a failure, and you want to blame your failures on other people. You want to blame everyone for your demise. And now you're talking about you finna reboot. They didn't change it from rebranding to reboot to let me let him tell us.
Is it costing taxpayers tens of millions of pounds for a wedding and then slugging us off and leaving?
There we go.
Is it being, quote...
I like to talk about that. Meghan costing the taxpayers 30 million pounds and then leaving and then talking about you guys as she walks out the door, spending your money. That right there should piss every UKer off. Meghan walked up in there after the Queen told her, why don't you have something small? I don't know. I ain't having nothing small. Then 15 minutes later, she decides to get the hell out of there because she's done using the UK. Not after taking the Duchess of Sussex with her. Oh, and then branding her own kids princess and princess, who we never see. Who we never see. They are two lonely, desperate losers that wish and hope that we are still talking about them in 2024. She hopes, and she better pray. Because the only thing that's going to make us talk about her is her debacleness, her trashiness. That's it. What else have we been talking about? Car chases. She lying on the Royals, talking about their races. She running around talking about how they took Dior from her when she never had Dior. I didn't know Dior was all brands of all brands. There's more brands out there than Dior, ain't it? No, but she has to blame someone for her demise, her fall from grace, her loserness. It's your fault, Meghan. The Oprah Winfrey Show.
Lazy grifters with their Spotify podcast, boring the arse off everyone with their Netflix tripe. Is it increasing the terror threat by revealing how many Taliban fighters Harry had killed? Is it not coming out and condemning Omid Scobie's hit piece? Is it casting a shadow over the King's coronation? Is it costing taxpayers tens of millions of pounds for a wedding and then slagging us off and leaving? Is it being, quotes, lazy grifters with their Spotify podcast, being hammered by South Park and Family Guy? I mean, who could forget this classic? We want privacy! We want privacy!
Thanks for having us on the show.
It's so awesome to be here. It's great.
So let me start with you, Sam. You've lived a life with the royal family. You've had everything handed to you, but you say your life has been hard, and now you've written all about it in your new book, Where?
Wah!
Talking of where, maybe Harry wants redemption for one of the most unintentionally comical books ever written. Here's a little reminder.
My penis was oscillating between extremely
Yo,
sensitive.
who? Your penis? Harry, why is you telling me, Letitia Reed, about how your penis was frozen? Oh, I know. Because you married a Jezebel. You married a woman that thought that, oh, let's talk about your penis to the whole world, your royal penis. That is despicable and nasty. And you have fallen from grace because you let this woman take you all the way down to the ground. And you won't be able to redeem yourself from this because you're not redeemable. Not as long as you're with the Jezebel.
I'm borderline traumatized. The last place I wanted to be was Frostnipistan. I'd been trying some home remedies, including one recommended by a friend. She'd urged me to apply Elizabeth Arden cream. My mum...
Constantly turning up on red carpet events for things like the Power of Women Gala, but offering nothing of substance at all. Maybe
No
more redemption.
substance. Meghan holds no substance. She's a woman of little substance. She has nothing to give to women, nothing to give to us, to empower us. She hasn't done anything to make me feel, or like she said, we're going to start feeling. We haven't felt yet. You are a woman of little substance, meaning you have nothing to give to us. Nothing but trash. What you've been giving. Trash, debacleness, nastiness, disgustedness. You are a woman of little substance. Nothing, there's nothing there. There wasn't there when you met Harry, and there's nothing there now. There's nothing going to be there in 2024 because nothing is going to miraculously happen just because it's 2024. No, you have proven to us that you are a loser, and you will continue to be a loser because the only way that you can make money is by trashing your family, the one that gave you everything that you could possibly want to make you who you are today. When I say who made her who she is, made her known. She's known because of the royal family. She's not known because of Suits and the rest of the stuff. She's known because of the royal family. They made her famous. And the first family that made you famous is the same family that you despise because they outshine you at every given moment. The walkabout for the Christmas with Catherine and the kids and William and the king and the queen was so beautiful. And you cannot tell me it's eating her up inside. It eats her up inside to know that the royal family is still flourishing as she tries to trash them. And then this is the kicker. After she gets through trashing them and trying to put them on the royal stage as being mean, then she realizes it doesn't work and that people are looking at her like, oh, you're the trash. And then, oh, but I'm going to rebrand myself after I get through trashing them. That's what it sounds like. Okay, Obi Scobie, listen, after we get through naming these two in the book, because we're going to leak it, okay, because we got to let them know. And I'm not going to come out and deny it because it's true, according to my versions of events. And so when she got through doing her trash-a-do, then she says, okay, now that I'm done with that and nobody reacted to it, and now they're looking at her like, okay, here comes the trash. Let's take out the trash again, because Meghan is the trash. Oh, now that we're done with that, I'm done trashing them. That's over. And you can't tell me WME ain't ready to let her go. I can't wait till they say, to-doodle. And one of my subscribers wanted to remind us that WME is not the biggest talent agent of the world. Okay, that's good to know. Moving on.
For that, apparently, they're going to move to Hollywood because Meghan is so popular there, yeah?
No, we're moving to Hollywood, not the place where she said she would never go. What sense does that make? She's not branding herself. This is not what she wants to do. It's not about Meghan. Yes, it is. It's always been about Meghan. It's never been about Harry or the royals or the kids. It's always been about Meghan and her endeavors and what she wants and her stuff and her coffee and her moment to shine on the red carpet, her moment to see the red light. No one's watching. That's the problem. The UK is watching, but the United States of America don't give a damn.
All right, about as popular as a fart in a lift.
Don't
Just
give a
been named Hollywood's biggest
damn.
losers, haven't they? There is talk of Meghan being dropped by her talent agents, although sources close to Meghan have hit back. They say that she is receiving offers left, right, and
Oh
centre.
my God! Now they lying. Now they lying again, talking about how she has all these things going on in the works. She's got this going on, that going on, and this going on, and we still don't know none of that. First it was the Tig, and then it was the lake, and now it's we're gonna feel. Now it's the coffee. She keeps going back to what she doesn't have anything to give us. She doesn't have her own brand. Why don't you get your own brand and start grasping off of a Dior? Since the royals is taking it, why don't you do your own brand? Because she doesn't have one. There's nothing there. There's nothing left. It's just her and her spiel. Her little spiel. And people are sick of seeing her. But she can't stop showing her face here in Hollywood or she will disappear like the Cameron Diaz's and stuff. I didn't know Cameron Diaz was still on the scene until Meghan decided to go to that shop and say hello. Meghan's a loser.
Here's an offer. Apologise to the royal family and the British public, and maybe we'll call it quits. But let's get the thoughts of my panel now. We've got John Sargent, former BBC chief political correspondent, Charlotte Griffiths, editor-at-large for the Mail on Sunday, Mike Green as well, entrepreneur and former Brexit Party candidate. Charlotte, I'll start with ladies first. What do you think about this? Is there any chance of redemption? What would they have to do?
Redemption. Let's talk about redemption. Redemption. There's no redemption. No, you just got through calling the royal family racist again. No, there's no redemption. You're a loser. You a wannabe royal. You want to be Catherine. You'll never be her. As much as you would love to be. You could never even act like her. Even during your soap opera moments, when you pretend that you care about people and you're this family person. We ain't seen them kids. Did you see them kids in that little go-kart they was in? Those kids look the same size as they did last year. She is resurfacing old photos, just like that commercial was done in 2022. Here it is, 2024. Let's do the commercial. Let's do the commercial. Let's be relative. I want to be relative. I want people to talk about me. This is what I'm doing this year. We got so much in the works. First of all, you got all this stuff in the works for who? You don't have a fan base. The Sussex Squad is everybody over there in Nigeria. Is it Nigeria? Is she 40-50%? Because most of her Sussex Squads, those Sussex Squad people are from Nigeria. Their channels are from Nigeria. And then you got, what's that guy name? I don't know. He was on Piers Morgan on their line. He was on Piers Morgan on there talking about how Meghan is this wonderful person and all this great things are happening to them and da-da-da-da-da. That's just that BS build-up. Because ain't nothing going on. Ain't nothing been going on. Ain't nothing happening. Ain't nothing going to happen. And that's it. There's nothing that's been happening. I've been talking about it all year. Where is the brand? Where is her thing? Where is her niche? Who the hell cares? Nobody here in the United States do. TMZ seems to think that since the coffee commercial, she's coming back to acting. Her coming back doesn't make it successful.
Okay, well, first...
Okay, my daddy says she's play acting. Whatever that means.
Well, you missed off the high-speed car chase, which was my most irksome moment of the year.
Yeah. Is there any chance of
The moment of the year.
Yeah. Former BBC chief political correspondent, Charlotte Griffiths, editor-at-large for the Mail on Sunday, Mike Green as well, entrepreneur and former Brexit Party candidate. Charlotte, I'll start with ladies first. What do you think about this? Is there any chance of redemption? What would they have to do to be redeemed?
Okay, well, first of all, you missed off the high-speed car chase, which was my most irksome moment of the year.
Yeah.
Because I felt like it was trying to evoke memories of Diana, which is just, horrendous thing to be doing. But I think they could start with letting Charles see his grandchildren. So we just found out they've been to Costa Rica for their Christmas holiday. Charles hasn't seen his grandchildren in God knows how long. Apparently he's very...
King Charles ain't. That's what we say. Ain't. King Charles won't see his grandkids. And when he does, hopefully he gets to see them. Meghan is going to make sure that he doesn't. That's evil. Evil people do that. Evil people keep their kids away from their grandparents. And Meghan's evil. And for no other reason but to do it, but to be evil. Harry said it in the spare book. Oh, do you not want to see your kids anymore? Your grandkids anymore? If you're going to take our cottage away from us? Why would Meghan want that cottage? Remember, she was dissing it the whole time she was there, her and Oprah. So why do you want something that you don't need? Why would you want something that you never wanted in the first place? You left it. And now all of a sudden, you don't want, the kids can't see the grandfather because they took the cottage away, Meghan? You selfish loser.
About it, and they sort of use the children as a sort of tool to say we need more security, we can't come back to England, we can't let you see your children because we don't have enough security.
Well, we're going to use the kids as leverage, King Charles. If you don't let us have the cottage, then you can't see the kids. Meghan, that's Meghan. I guess you don't want to see the kids anymore, King Charles, if you're not going to let us have the cottage. What the hell you want the cottage for, Meghan? To say you have it? To say it's a part of yours? It's your birthright? I don't remember you being born in the royal family. I remember you manipulating your way all the way to the top. All the way to the top. Until you found the biggest idiot, which is the prince. the king, a prince. You managed to manipulate one of the most senior people, and he allowed you to do it. He is allowing you to withhold the kids from seeing both sides of the family. But then she walks around and tells us she wants us to feel and all these projects that she's coming up with. No, honey, you got to get your personal crap together before you can eat for us to start seeing some type of softness about you. There's nothing soft and nice and kind and generous and precious about Meghan. Everything is evil and nasty. And so that fake commercial that she was doing and pretending that, it's all the who's and who's of coffee making tea machine thing you got going on over there. We still remember that you haven't allowed these kids to see their parents. No, they're hanging around with strangers, Oprah and Tyler Perry, two thugs in Hollywood. Because that's what they are, two big billionaire thugs that's holding on to their money. Ain't sharing it. They're gonna give you the bare bones of their. Here's 100,000 for you. Here's 100,000 for you. But I want you to star in my big promotion. But I'm only gonna give you X amount of money, and I'm gonna keep all the riches to myself. Your day is coming. That's what she told Monique and them. That's what Oprah told them. If you do all of this, then you'll be this breakout star. No, Oprah. You just trying to keep the money to yourself. And then you trying to come out and do damage control. That's what she's trying to do. But Oprah is foolish. And I wouldn't dare watch that movie, unfortunately. She can take The Color Purple and do something with it.
You don't treat us nicely enough. So
I want to hear her say it
children,
again.
So we just found out they've been to Costa Rica.
Remind us
BBC cheap
who
political coverage.
we are talking about. Two people that are keeping the kids away from their family. Their family because they're losers. What's gonna happen as they get older? Because my mom used to tell me when I was little, your kid's gonna treat you the same way you treat me. I said, oh, that ain't gonna be good. I said to myself, if I'm treating you, I said, my kids is treating you any way that I'm treating you, Mama, I'm in a world of trouble. Meghan's gonna get it. She's already getting it, but she's trying to pretend to us like she's not. Like she's some Hollywood Scarlet, that she's been in Hollywood all this time, and she's not trying to come over here and brand herself or rebuild or redemption. There's no redemption. No, you come on your face and on your knees and for forgiveness. And maybe I will change the tune of my station. But until then, you are considered the biggest loser of 2023 and working on 2024.
Correspondent Charlotte Griffiths, editor-at-large for the Mail on Sunday. Mike Green as well, entrepreneur and former Brexit Party candidate. Charlotte, I'll start with ladies
Won't
first.
let the kids
What do you think
see
about
the
this?
kids.
Is there any chance of redemption? What would they have to do to be redeemed?
Okay, well, first of all, you missed off the high-speed car chase, which was my most irksome moment of the year.
Yeah.
Because I felt like it was trying to evoke memories of Diana, which is just horrendous thing to be doing. But
That's what Meghan likes to do.
I think they could start with letting Charles see his grandchildren. So we just found out they've been to Costa Rica for their Christmas holiday.
The most evil thing, apart from calling the family racist and then blaming King Charles and Catherine for some nonsense that Meghan has made up, is to withhold the kids from seeing their family. Because it's punishing. It's not so much as punishing the parents and the in-laws. It's punishing the kids. But Meghan doesn't see that. Because when they came over here on a freedom ride, I said, oh, okay. She really doing some distancing. She's really trying to separate Harry from his family, to cut it all off so she can really get over here and play them shenanigan games and play bully, the big bully. But good for King Charles and the rest of the family that have loving and caring people around them. And unfortunately, like my mom would say, some kids don't belong to certain people. Meaning that, unfortunately, Lilibet and Prince George don't belong to anyone but their mom and dad. Meaning, Meghan is not going to extend any family from seeing the kids, so they don't belong to them. And so, unfortunately, they're going to have to come to realization that, that yes, they are kids by bloodline, but in the real big scope of things, they are not really our kids because the parents. She's one of those parents that keep kids from seeing their in-laws because she's evil. And see, a court would have to come in and intervene because the parents are being evil, Meghan and 1. Because for them to be 5 and 2 and 3 and haven't seen their in-laws, whose fault is that? Because it's the parents' responsibility to get on a plane and get over there and let them see them, but not Meghan. Meghan holds grudges. Meghan is using those kids as leverage. Well, I'm not going to let you see the kids because I don't have security. I'm not going to let you see the kids because you won't let us keep the cottage. That evil stuff. And that's why that gentleman, and I did a video on him, he said that she's sick. And she is. And until Harry comes from underneath the sickness, because he's in some type of cult-like situation with her, he will continue to be in that situation too. And he will regret it.
Charles hasn't seen his grandchildren in God knows how long. Apparently he's very hurt about it. And they sort of use the children as a sort of...
I'm sure King Charles, when he was walking Jezebel down the aisle, didn't realize that he was walking down evil. Pure evil. I'm sure Charles never thought that this Jezebel would keep him from seeing his grandkids. Because it's easy to do. All she has to do is get on a plane and go over there and let them see them. But no, he's dealing with evil. And she's showing him what she's about. And she's also showing us. But she wants to pretend to us like it's justified. No, your Hollywood fame that you're trying to come back to do, you're trying to justify that. She's trying to have a comeback. First of all, she's got to have a come. Because she's not coming back from anything because she's never had it. Meghan's never had this big Hollywood fame and fortune. She just got it when she married her prince. And then he allowed her to just do whatever she wanted to. And it's unfortunate that he's too weak. He's too weak. You're weak, Harry. You're considered a very weakling, which is unfortunate for your kids that you're not strong enough to fight this Jezebel. Because if you could turn the tables around, but you can't. And that's unfortunate. You lost a long time ago. When Meghan started talking and started changing the narrative on how she wanted it to go, that's when it was over for Harry.
Cool to say we need more security, we can't come back to England, we can't let you see your children because we don't have enough security, because you don't treat us nicely enough.
Oh, okay, but your ass, was the one that said that you wanted to go off in private and do this on yourself, by yourself. You chose this life for you and your husband and your kids, but now you're trying to blame the royal family for what's going on thereafter. It's you. No, you chose California for your kids. They didn't choose California for your kids. You decided that you wanted to leave and live a life of privacy and all this Hollywood stuff. You decided that you wanted to be branded by WME. and become this mega star. So you separated the kids from the family. And so some kind of way you're trying to blame them, the family, for your decisions. Your decisions are the ones that is causing grief, pain, and heartache to those around you, but you don't care. This is not about them. This is the Meghan show. But as soon as the narcissistic Meghan show is over, all the dust is going to settle and the kids are going to come back. I believe the kids is going to be the one that is going to show Meghan what it really means to be evil. They're going to show her, oh, you the one that let us see who our family was. We didn't know who they were. They're going to treat them like crapola. They're going to write books about their parents. They're going to talk about how mom dominated dad and dad didn't have nothing to do with nothing. Those kids are going to do a 360 on her. That's going to be so interesting. Hopefully I'm still around when that comes.
So I think let's stop that act, really.
Yep.
I've been a bit harsh there. Maybe, all of this is just being whipped up, and actually they are quite nice people.
Yeah, I mean, it's Christmas, it's time for forgiveness, it's time for reconnecting.
It's time for forgiveness, it's time for reconnecting. It's got to start over there in Montecito first. How are we supposed to forgive anything when they still got the shenanigans going on? How are we supposed to forgive when Meghan and Harry got books about their family being racist? How is that redemption? No, Meghan wants to throw out bad stuff, and then she wants to talk about how she wants to get all this back together again. Just like she said she was going to stop talking about the royal family. When? I heard she got a new book coming out. It's going to fail just like the rest of it. Meghan has not realized that Hollywood has canceled her. She's been canceled. She's been canceled. She's canceled. No one's listening. No one cares. And the only people that give a damn is the Sussex Squad. Excuse the cussing. I won't cuss in 2024. But I just got to make this point. That she is the reason why it's failing. And she will be the reason why it won't be no redemption. Because until she gets her SpongeBob looking self on a plane to go over there to let them see the kids, then we can kind of see that there may be some type of redemption. But she ain't even talking to her own father. What kills me is that why is she so engrossed in what's going on at the royal family? She never talks about her family. She never talks about sending photos and videos and all that to see her own father. And he's the one that's come out and said, hello, I'm sitting over here. King Charles ain't even talking to Meghan. But Meghan keeps talking to them. King Charles ain't said nothing to Meghan. But her own father has told her, hello, Meghan, hello, girl. Remember me? The one that birthed you, that made who you are today? A person of interest? Yeah, that dad. I'm over here. You. No, she's showing us how she's going to treat the royal family, just like she treats her own family. Cuts them off by the knees. No kids, no conversation, no nothing. They get what we get. Coffee commercials. But she's some redemption. She's some influencer. She's some heartfelt person. She's this wonderful Scarlett. We see you. Hello. We see you, girl. We see the nastiness. We see the loserness. We see you. And it's not going to change. Like one of my subscribers said, money doesn't change the look, the feel, the inside. Just because you, even if she, thank you, subscriber, for telling me this. Money doesn't change your heart. Hollywood is not going to change your heart. Being successful is not going to change who you are. And how do you just define success? Success is only defined by who, to me, and a little bit, just a little bit. Your success is going to be defined by your fan base, and your fan base doesn't exist. The interest of just because you married into the royal family will always be there. So if you step on the screen, we will look, but we won't pay. We won't invest. You need us to invest in you, and you're not getting that. That's why you're ending 2023 with 0 as a loser. Loser woozers. Go to Costa Rica. Go do. Buy all your houses and do all of that other good stuff. Spend all the little money that they gave you at Netflix and Spotify. You better hold on to that. Because if you invest in something and then it don't come to fruition, you're going to be back over there in Canada and one of them somebody said she had a house. Meghan's never owned a house. Not that she couldn't, but I'm just saying that she don't. She gonna be over there in Canada in one of them apartments looking stupid. Unless she's gonna marry some billionaire that's an idiot after she get through spitting Harry out like a piece of corn in your teeth.
Families, and they're a couple that's easy to hate. So let's look at what do they need to do if it's about redemption. They, in between all of the headlines, Harry has done some amazing things with him.
Oh, get the hell out of here. Harry ain't did a damn thing but cause heartache and pain and allowed this woman to use him like a to-do-little.
Amazing things with the Archwell Foundation. He, in living memory, is the royal...
He ain't done nothing with the Archwell Foundation. They got $13 million. They've had 2 or 3 donors, and they gone. Them donors are gone. They in the red. And then all of a sudden they started doing a couple of jobs at the end of the year to say that they have done something. She went to New York for a mental health moment and sat there, in my opinion, and told them people, my kids are still alive. Sorry, I ain't got nothing to do with yours. She pretty much said that when she said that, my kids aren't old enough to be on Facebook and all this other stuff. So I'm not really worried about them right now. Of course you're not. Because you're already worried about yourself. It's all about you. You told us what you was going to be doing in 2024. We saw it in the tea commercial. I'm going to be about me. And then I'm going to be about me again. And then I'm going to be about me. And then I'm going to be about me again. And then I'm going to be about me. And it's not about the kids. Okay? What no photo of the kids. Or no picture. Or no family photo. Why are they hiding them kids like that? If you showed me a picture of Lilibet today, I'd be like, that ain't her. I ain't never seen her before. I have never seen her before, so what the hell? How do I know that's her? They're going to have to show proof. Okay. Let's keep going.
Spend more time on frontline military duty than any other royal. So there are reasons to respect them and feel positive towards them. I think if they focus on what they can do that's good, fix the family thing. It's Christmas. Let's move on from that. He's told...
You know what? If I was the family, I would spit them out and throw them out, and I know that's what they're going to do. I don't think King Charles and the rest of them is welcoming the losers. All they want to do is see the kids. And I think that King Charles would open arms to see the kids. But I think that there will be stipulations and mics everywhere where okay, in the open. I would not want to see them kids alone, nowhere private, nowhere. It would have to be in the open. We would have to go to the coffee shop, have the kids in the booth, and then we'll see them. I don't trust them. They're big liars. They are losers, and all they're about is themselves, and they have no connection to the royal family. And since Meghan doesn't have a connection with the royal family, she is no longer of interest to us in the United States. We wasn't interested in her before. Why would we be interested in her now? The only reason we would be interested in her is because she does have royal babies. It's because she's married to a royal, and because of her connections to the royal family. But she has no connections. So why the hell do we care? I'm telling you what the U.S. is going to do. Kinsley Schofield says it all day long. If there's not a connection to the royal family, you don't have a connection to the American people, because you're just another person. You're just another person that married a prince. That's it.
His story, he's had sympathy. People are fed up with it.
Catherine is interesting because she's in it. She's in the glam. She's in it. Meghan is not in it. She's in some type of Montecito Hollywood debacle that don't nobody care. People are not talking about her. We're talking about other things. She is not the highlight of our conversations. Unfortunately, I'm telling you, my YouTube is full with P. Diddy, T.D. Jakes, Kevin Hart, everything but Meghan. Everything but Meghan. She is not a person of interest.
But if you can focus on what they can do that's
She's a person of drama. She's a person of drama. And she can pretend and say, oh yeah, the king is going to see the kids. Really? When? What day? At what time? They ain't going to see them kids. No. Meghan's making dumb, stupid coffee commercials that don't nobody care. Let me know if you do.
In America, in England, reconnecting with family, I think people will forgive, and people are willing to forgive if you stop whinging.
Yeah, I just wonder, John, if they're just too toxic now.
Well, they have
It's
delusions
too
of
toxic
grandeur.
now. It's too toxic now. There's nothing there that she's a woman of no substance. She's a woman of no
It's
substance.
very difficult, unless you're a psychiatrist working with them on a daily basis, to say you've just got to get real. And it's hurry on down. There's no, can we now
No, it's
redo
Meghan
the
on
whole thing
down.
again, and we'll then have the wedding again, and we want marvellous, and the public will love
The
us,
wedding's
and
over.
it'll all be resolved. No, I'm afraid it's not going to resolve itself, and there's nothing much they can do. But what they've got to try and do is to say, look, we're real people leading a normal life. We're not a politician or a top businessman or a top athlete saying, these are my goals for the next year. They're not in that game. They shouldn't even try to be in that game.
And what's interesting is Meghan's in this commercials wearing hundreds and thousands of dollars worth of jewelry. Like, who the hell is she relating to?
Just shut up and get on with their ordinary lives.
When he talks about redemption, surely the family is the thing that has to come first, Charlotte. And I just don't see that happening.
I think it's the family, and I think the only way to ingratiate herself in the family again, and with the nation, and with the world, is a full mea culpa, and that's just never going to happen. Can you imagine that?
Apology. See, for you, it will be an apology or nothing.
I think it's the only thing that will work, yeah. And I just really don't see that happening. The other thing she could do is stop being so hypocritical. So a lot of this year has been about victimhood. You know, were we in a high-speed car chase? Harry's book. You know, he said about 100 times that Meghan fell on the floor in a fit of tears. And the problem is we just don't believe that.
We're sick of Meghan crying and hollering for no reason. She's rich. She's married a prince. She's got 2 beautiful kids. What you whining and crying on the fofo? So I'm supposed to feel sorry for her?
Because we know Meghan is this like ultra powerful, forward going, go getter. I can't really imagine her collapsing in a fit of tears on the floor because she didn't get her coffee hot enough.
I do.
So she just needs to own it and just be Meghan Markle. Stop pretending she doesn't like freebies and
Meghan doesn't know who Meghan is. Meghan is still trying to figure out how she fits in with all of us, but she doesn't, because she's not relatable to anyone. We can't relate to her. No one can relate to her. She's in a whole narcissistic class all by herself, and thought that saying racism was going to be her ticket to fame and fortune and making all this money. Obviously, she got 13 million from Oprah, and then Netflix is still running up and behind our butt trying to get its $2. Spotify said, listen, I'm done. And then WME keeps putting out these puff pieces trying to get her off the ground. It's over. There's no, I'm excited to see what is not to come, because we've been waiting this whole year. Just like that lady was asking her at that event, what do you got coming up? Oh, my husband is excited about the things that we're going to be doing, and you're going to feel what? Anguish, pissed off, sick of you, tired of the drama. What? Come on, guys. What does she have to offer us that she hasn't offered us in the last 5 or 6 years since we've known her? Because we haven't known her very long, since Harry. What do she has to offer us? Nothing. I'm waiting. We're waiting. We've been waiting. We're waiting, and then we're waiting. And then we're waiting, and then we're waiting again, and then we're waiting, and then there's nothing there.
Carpets and glitzy awards dues. She loves it all. She just needs to be herself, kind of go out there.
She messed it up.
Hollywood. If she wants to get herself back in with the Americans, I can't really see if that will go.
No, get back in with the Americans. It's over. You lied to us, and you continue to lie to us. And we don't like to be lied to. And now that you have lied again and again and again and again, you have nothing to offer us. Nothing of substance. Nothing. You're not going to be able to make a movie with Leonardo DiCaprio by the lake, and then we watch it. No, bring it on. This, I can't wait. I am looking forward to this nothing.
I'm too well over here
I
in the
am.
UK.
Because I want to prove myself right. That if we go back and look at my videos from the beginning, what the hell has Meghan been doing? Nothing. What does she have to offer? Nothing. What is her platform? Nothing. What do she have to offer us that we're going to sit and watch and love, other than what? I'm sorry, there's nothing there.
With the Brexit Party, or one of the reasons why that cause was so popular was because you chimed in with what the public actually wanted, but that people were too afraid to talk about. I feel like this is the opposite. They're not afraid to talk about stuff that everybody flipping hates. When it comes to misery, woe is me, cry harder from your £18 million Montecito mansion or whatever it is.
But that's not going to get any money. What is she going to do? Do another Netflix show? Do another Oprah Winfrey sit down? She could. She could do another sit down. And maybe people will pay for it and whatever. But no one's knocking on the door. No one's saying, come on, Meghan. We want to see what you have to say. No one is opening the door. There's no money. There's no deals. There's nothing there. Sorry.
And I think, with Brexit, people...
So, guys, listen, I'm out of here. Kisses to all of you. Happy New Year. I know I'll be back before then. Kisses. I hope you enjoy this. It's the same old, same old. There's no reboot, no rebrand, redoing. It's the same thing. It is a downward spiral for her, and she's not going to rise up. The verdict is out. It's been 5 years, and those kids have not seen their family. And Meghan's father is still begging to see their grandkids. But woe is Meghan to not let them see the kids. They don't belong to, they belong in this Montecito dungeon that they're in. Nice dungeon, but that's where they are. Kisses. Leave a comment, share and like. Love you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm still getting over the crud. I'm still coming back. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think. Is she coming back in 2024? Is it a time for redemption? Is she going to be this big brand deal that we've been waiting on? Is she going to be this big Hollywood Scarlet that we love? Is she going to be this big billionaire person? Will she always be a woman of interest, of drama?